like boobies. You like boobies. Vicky likes boobies.
You're tacky and I hate you.
Now, are there any damn questions?
Have you any idea what the street value of this mountain is?
This is a nice fish, you know? Big fucking eyes, but a nice fucking fish.
So what are these punishments?
Ho, bottom feeders and underachievers. don't fucking interrupt me right now.
I didn't interrupt you. I said it first.
No.
You interrupted me.
Good. Welcome
Thanks, Vin.
to the weekend. I am your host, Justin, as always, joined by
Mike. Kyle.
Vin.
Joe.
and this is our holiday edition of the weekend. So why don't you crack open a nice thing of eggnog, pour some extra booze in it, dangle some mistletoe over your crotch, and see what happens. We like to start strong on every episode that we do with Mike's question du jour.
Nice of you to say that we're starting strong. I often feel like you're just patronizing me.
No.
But yeah, I'd like to know, who would you like to hear a holiday theme song from that hasn't made one, as far as you know?
Can I go first?
And I had to do a little research on mine because the one I picked actually did have one. Go, then. Go.
Megan just told me to chill because I was... Anyway.
Go ahead, Ben. Go first.
Yukon Cornelius.
Wait, what?
He needs a song.
Like,
He sang Silver and Gold.
No, he didn't. Frosty did.
It was Sam the Snowman, but you're right.
So I have a little jig. I think I'm definitely stealing the melody from somewhere. But I feel like Dino Spumoni right now. It's just Yukon Cornelius. Do-do-do-do. He's quite mysterious. Silver and gold. I fuck with him or he'll bang your mom.
not where I thought people would go. Like, the first one out of the gate was weird. But that's great.
I don't know if this was the exact tune, but it made me think of Jimmy King. He's the best wrestler. He's the bestler. Better than all the wrestlers.
Honestly, that's a better tune, maybe.
He'll rule that ass.
'Cause he's Jimmy
King.
I'm still working on the end.
But yeah, I was singing that all yesterday in the car ride, and we were like, I forget what we're doing, but that's why she just goes, relax, because that's all she heard for 2 hours in the car yesterday. That was 6 words. Yukon Cornelius.
I love it.
And she goes, why is he mysterious?
That's the first thing I got hung up on. There was no mystery to him. He told you everything about who he is.
See, now that's not true.
Thank you, Justin.
Because, like, how do you end up with, like, a bunch of Shih Tzus pulling his fucking sleigh?
Yeah.
He liked to lick his hammer.
He did like to lick hammer.
No one's saying he's not
He just
odd.
is the only human man in the North Pole. There's no mystery there.
He's flat out telling you what he's all about.
Don't remember.
His dogs are mysterious. He's all about getting rich.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. However, how did he stumble upon Santa's territory?
Well, was he in Santa's territory? Because they were pretty far out by the time they ran into him.
This is true. They never interacted, did they? Oh no, they did at the end.
Yeah.
They were in Bumbleland.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was looking to get bumblefucked.
No, bro, he had a Magnum. He was strapped. Homeboy was
He
packing.
did. He was packing.
And a massive pickaxe. A pickaxe like half the size of him.
And
Yeah.
he had like Captain America type.
But he wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't looking to get fucked by the Bumble guys.
He could
No, well-
one-hand that pickaxe.
He, in a way, he kind of fucked the Bumble. Because the Bumble was his little bitch.
Yeah.
He
afterwards.
pulled its teeth out.
Yeah, he
Like, what do you
did.
think happened after that?
Gummy bears.
So so more mystery unsolved. Yukon Cornelius is a giant hog.
You don't necessarily... just because the bumble's mouth is big doesn't mean he's filling it.
Yeah, probably feeling it.
He's like... He's making a gag. He's like, the bumble can't take all of the Yukon. It can't handle all that white.
No, I don't think so.
Only one question. One answer to one question.
One question.
It's just, what, 5 minutes?
Yep.
I want to go next.
Okay,
good, please.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Adele.
That's more in line with who I like. The kind of answers I mean, Vince is more creative. I'm not.
I just thought that was a great follow-up to Yukon Cornelius.
Night.
Because I have them on the same level lyrically in my mind. It's like Adele right here and Yukon Cornelius right next to her.
Close second. Has she never done any Christmassy like her own?
I looked it up, and the only thing I could find was her singing someone else's song in a carpool karaoke.
Surprising.
Okay.
She sang "All I Want for Christmas Is You" in a carpool karaoke.
That is shocking.
Yeah,
I guess she's not desperate enough yet. Give it like another 10 years, and she'll be doing duets.
Yeah.
She'll dolly it up
On our Christmas album.
Oh yeah.
I hope she sings a song from Mrs. Claus's perspective and how she broke up with Santa. Also on brand.
Well, Mrs. Claus. If we're going with Rudolph, Mrs. Claus was messed up. She had a fat finish.
She was a chubby chaser for sure.
And Santa Claus was a dick.
They were all assholes. Even like the heroes were assholes in that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, Hermes was a lunatic. He's like, I want to be a dentist. No one was like, dude, get away.
Mythical creatures. I don't think they need dentists up there. Wow, we keep sidetracking. Okay, who's next?
Joe, go ahead.
I picked Led Zeppelin because I'd like to hear one of those mystical type Christmas songs and then go for a rockin' fucking ending with Bonham's drums and fucking Jimmy Page's guitar solo to some fucking Christmas bells. Yeah!
That is 100% excellent answer. Well, yeah, we're past those days. But you're singing about Santa like you sung about Mordor?
Oh, yeah. Dude, up in the North Pole!
Don't, just leave it to the imagination, Joe. Who wants next?
I had two.
Okay.
That wasn't the deal.
It was a tough decision here. And
the fuck, guys? This is going to be the whole show.
And Vinny just had two.
What?
Vinny just picked two. He had Yukon Cornelius and Mrs. Claus.
You came out of nowhere with the second one.
Well, I said Adele from the perspective of Mrs. Claus. Nor here nor there.
Yeah.
There. So, Florence and the Machine.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And Rammstein.
We had a very similar juxtaposition going on in our heads.
Did we?
I'd like to hear Gorillaz do something.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
Sonically pleasing, at the very least. I'd like to hear Nine Inch Nails try something, because much like Rammstein, it would be emotional. Run the Jewels, hard in a different way. I don't think you could fit that many fucks into a Christmas song, but they find it.
Find out.
And in a kind of serious pull, Ludwig Göransson, the guy who did the music for Black Panther and The Mandalorian, is a great composer. I'd like to see him do something a bit more festive.
All right.
No one touched my creative phone.
Let's move into the rest of the questions. What are three of your least favorite holiday traditions? I'll go first. Santa riding around neighborhoods on a fire truck. It absolutely
That's happened twice this week.
Yeah,
I enjoy it.
It uses up way too much fucking town resources.
Yeah, these guys are standing on the side of the road 2 or 3 times a year asking for money. How much of that goes into Santa riding up and down the roads?
Right.
I mean, it's probably realistically not that much. It's like mini candy canes and gas.
Gas? these
Yeah.
days.
But like, the vehicles needed to pull it off. The staff
Yeah,
needed.
but they have those already. Those are already
Yeah.
bought and paid for.
Great, but they should be like sitting at the stations waiting for, whatever troubles could go down.
Oh, I thought by town resources, I thought you meant finances.
No,
Part of it.
Oh.
but yeah,
Not the biggest part.
Humbug to you, sir.
whatever.
See, I agree because I can't stand sitting there and you randomly hear fire truck sounds. You're like, oh shit, something's going on. It's going on real slow. It's slowly going on its way. Oh, it's fucking Santa.
I always loved it.
Heck, I'm
I do too.
Yeah,
I know.
He went down my
even
street.
slower parade.
yeah.
I don't know how I feel about parades.
Second for me is Mistletoe, because the concept's great, but no one ever executes.
I have my first and only mistletoe.
He just touched his mistletoe partner.
Yeah, I get
No,
it.
she did this.
But like,
She backed away.
you're under the mistletoe, you're supposed to kiss. So I don't care what combination it is. Those are the fucking rules, right?
Supposedly. Yeah.
Well,
I don't think I know I've seen it happen, but it's been so long. And it really is a dumb concept.
thank you.
Mistletoe could be deadly if you eat it.
Shut up.
A kiss can be even deadlier. If you
So
mean
I
it.
guess the question is, if you pass under the mistletoe the same time as somebody else, are you supposed to acknowledge that you're under it at the same time and kiss?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
is it only if you are stopped below it?
No.
Question.
As long
Good
as
question.
there's two entities underneath the mistletoe.
Well, because in any form of anything, I've never seen like two people walking down a hallway in opposite directions and then being like, time to kiss.
Well, because there's not mistletoe.
It's only ever like
you don't
two people
randomly...
are stopped talking to each other and then they look up and realize they're under it.
Listen, you can see it. There's a...
I'm just
there's a-
saying, I didn't know what the actual rule was because I've never seen it the other way.
There's a green
I don't notice it.
plant-like object hanging from the fucking ceiling.
If it's Christmas time, there's so much green shit hanging around. Like if you're at okay, I'm never around people, so that's a big problem. But if you're at a party, let's say, and there's some hanging there, probably in a place with so much green,
Listen,
fucking red stuff sitting there, you don't notice
It's a
that.
bullshit excuse.
It's dumb.
And
It's very dumb.
my last one here is breakfast with Santa.
Dude, you're like a miser.
No, it's pointless, Kyle. One,
It's not pointless.
Santa's not supposed to be able to come have fucking breakfast with kids. The whole idea of Santa is he comes one day. One day. None of this extra visits, horse shit. None of that crap.
So how do you feel
Also,
about mall Santas then, dipshit? Because you can go see them every day.
I hate mall Santas too, but they're not as bad as breakfast with Santa. And the second
No, it's
reason,
even worse.
the second reason,
Mall Santas are worse.
My top
It's
reason,
way worse.
My top reason for breakfast with Santa sucking is because it's never at a place that has fucking good breakfast. It's either at like a fucking Applebee's or it's put on by the fucking ladies auxiliary who gives a shit at the firehouse.
You
No one
know
cares.
why the food usually sucks, Justin?
It sucks.
Because it's usually for donations for some kind of charity.
Well, you know what? They should use some of the donations to like maybe get some better food, and then it would warrant the fucking $25 a head price tag.
It'd be more expensive, then they'd have to up the price tag to make more on the.
They're already charging
People
more
are
than you
really
would.
there.
They're charging more than if you were to go to a fucking breakfast place.
Yeah, but it's
Santa's
And you're
usually
getting
cheap.
and you're getting quality breakfast. And that restaurant, by having higher volume that day, could donate a percentage of their intake to a fucking charity. Don't give me the it's for charity bullshit. Anybody can work around
It
it.
is for charity. That's not bullshit. It is.
But
What
that's-
about the
it's not a good
magic
enough
of a
excuse.
child's laughter?
It's not a good enough excuse to charge double the price of a diner
Vinny.
for shit food. What, Vin?
What about the magic of a child's laughter?
There's plenty of other days for that.
No, this is the most wonderful time of year. That's why they made a song about this time of year called The Most Wonderful Time of Year. That's
Is it
number one.
opposite day? Like,
What?
B, I've heard your child's laughter.
What?
Melts my heart.
It's great, but
Now imagine him with a big plate of pancakes and some creep in a suit.
No.
Imagine that. And he's all excited, like,
He's all excited when we see like Mickey Mouse and we have good breakfast, and I pay for that. There's no
he
need.
doesn't acknowledge Santa Claus. He's your son.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah,
need.
buddy, if you're comparing him
times
to
more
a
for
breakfast... Yeah, I was going to say, if you're comparing him to a breakfast where you're seeing Mickey Mouse, it ain't fucking $20 a person.
No.
Oh.
It's closer to $100 a person.
Right.
Yeah, it's
But
the orange juice.
the food
Yeah.
makes it worth it.
It isn't.
I really
It's not.
believe
No,
that's the
it's
point.
not worth $100 a person.
First off, there's
Absolutely
no
not.
there's no
You're paying
breakfast.
the rent.
There's no breakfast worth $100 person.
What?
Might be.
None of the character
Playboy
breakfasts.
Mansion
No,
back
no.
in the 90s and 80s.
None of the character breakfasts are $100 a person.
Nope.
I call bullshit. Chef Mickey's.
It's not $100 person.
How much is it? 98?
It's not
Probably
$100
like
a person for breakfast.
50.
For breakfast?
Boma's
breakfast?
just normal.
The Chef Mickey's is. I've definitely been there, and I'm pretty sure it was $100 a person. Maybe just it wasn't for breakfast.
It is
$60 for an adult for breakfast.
There you go.
It's still a fucking lot.
Is it $100? No.
No.
Okay.
Not per person, but what adult goes by themselves other than someone that doesn't belong there?
Hey. Rude.
It's not rude.
They belong there. They're
Still
paying the
$60 a person, and that
But I
breakfast
think-
isn't worth $60.
What is it?
Anyways,
Legoland? You can't go by yourself if you're a single adult male? You're like not allowed to go?
yeah, I think something like that.
That's profiling.
Mr. Pravdo.
Well,
My 3 least favorite. The pickle.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, okay.
It's a fucking
fuck
pickle.
you.
Because you're not good at finding stuff.
It's a pickle. Yeah.
Do you know that's not an actual real tradition?
Yeah, it is.
pickle?
I have no fucking clue what he's talking
No,
about.
no, it's not.
Yes,
It's
it
like
is.
the
How is it
pickle
not
on
a
the
real
tree.
tradition, Justin? People do it.
People
that makes
do
it a
it,
tradition.
but people think that it's some part of like an old German tradition, and it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
Okay,
not.
but it's still tradition.
Look it
though.
up.
Tradition.
It's still tradition now because people do it, and people have
Second.
done it for generations.
I can't stand how our conversations turn into like technicality wars.
It's not technicality wars. He's just spewing bullshit.
How am I?
$100?
How am I spewing bullshit, Kyle? I'm calling it out for the fact that it's not an
How is
actual.
it not a tradition? How's it not a tradition?
Just because a few people put a pickle on their tree because they think it is because it was produced by like fucking Hallmark or
It
something.
doesn't matter if it's an international tradition.
It has okay, Kyle. Here, I'll correct it. It has no actual roots in the holiday.
I believe
Okay,
it
but
does.
it's still a tradition. It's still a tradition, and it occurs specifically at Christmas time
You know what?
because the whole point of it is hiding it in the Christmas tree.
I was gonna fix the whole 100 greatest songs thing to appease all of you. Now fuck all of you.
I don't think
Good.
you were.
No, I was. I had a way that it would have been fixed.
Well, I'm
No,
glad that
no.
we're at the point in the show where I can now
Nitpicky.
just say all my quotes were actually Nightmare Before Christmas, so I guess that's my punishment. I don't know.
Oh no, your punishment's way worse.
Go ahead, Pickle Joe. You had to start something, of course.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
One down,
second,
Joe.
Eggnog, because I think eggnog's gross.
It can be good, but yeah.
Third, 3 fishes. No.
Don't know what that is.
What the fuck is 3 fishes,
I thought it
Joe?
was the 7 fishes.
Oh,
Is it the
yeah,
Italian
7
thing?
fishes.
It is 7 fishes.
7 fishes. Yeah.
Yeah, you probably ate it because you were less than half of the fish in.
probably.
Somebody half-assed your dinner, and you were like, what the fuck is this?
Not a big fish person.
Isn't it only like 4 fish and 3 other things? That
Yeah,
happens?
usually
I
a
feel
couple
like
of shellfish.
Yeah.
mollusks are not fish. Okay, that's all yours. Who's next?
Vin.
I know people don't do it anymore, but I'm gonna say it. Caroling. That's why people don't do it anymore, because no one likes it. Get away from my house, creep.
Kyle, it seems like you have the perfect neighborhood. Is there some kind of annoying carolers in there?
There's gotta
So
be.
tight together.
No, but I'm so glad that I'm getting to the point where my 3 are all going to be set by the time it's my turn.
Traveling. Don't like it.
Okay.
I want to stay in one place.
I was gonna pick that.
And because I have a bleeding heart at the end, when it ends.
Aww.
Aw,
Aww.
that's adorable.
Aww.
Beb, isn't that cute?
Smushy Vinny tonight. Vinny
goes.
feelings over here.
Mike, I want to go last to see if you guys really all say all 3 of mine.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go next. I'm going to copy Joe, or he copied me, which one of them? Eggnog. I would have maybe 1 glass of it a year and half regret it. I've
Question.
stopped doing it over the last few years. Mm-hmm.
Have you guys ever done homemade? Homemade's actually not bad.
No.
No one I know does
Our
it.
brother makes homemade. It's pretty good. I from the bottle, like, store-bought. Not son.
Like, what is it? What is it that like everybody hates about it? I didn't realize that many people fucking hated eggnog.
It just doesn't taste good.
Yeah, I wouldn't say hate, but like, it's like what I imagine raw egg yolks in your mouth taste like.
It
It
doesn't
feels
taste
like.
good.
So I
Yeah,
don't,
there's like no point in any day of my life that I've been like, you know what, I could really go for right now. That's literally 35 years. It's never happened a single time.
The only way I can see myself drinking it if someone was like, all the liquor in the house was put in the eggnog. That's how you're getting drunk. Or I guess I'm having it.
I feel like it's just like melted ice cream though.
No.
No.
No? Like, I mean, the only eggnog I've ever really had is the fucking Wawa brand, which I don't think is terrible.
It's cum.
It's not cum, Joe. It's not that thick.
Is it bulldog?
You know, I'm not going to say that's gay, but it's definitely bi.
Bi-curious at the bare minimum. My second one is fruitcake. I don't eat it, but just looking at fruitcake is depressing.
Yeah.
I can't believe I didn't say that one.
Yeah, me too.
It is not good.
I've never had it, so I guess I'm with you.
Yeah.
I've never eaten it. I've had the unfortunate task of making it before.
Which says something. Something you will make. Like, did you have to do it in school?
Yeah.
Or something? Yeah, okay. So something you have made, and you're generally proud of what you make,
Yeah.
you didn't even try.
No, fuck no.
Okay, that
Dude,
says
There's
volumes.
there's like unnaturally colored candied fruits in there.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, cherries can be green before they ripen, but like they shouldn't be that kind of green.
No.
Bro,
It shouldn't look like a Ninja Turtle kidney stone.
Justin,
Good call.
do you remember Jeff's purple salad?
I remember purple salad.
Did you eat it?
Fuck no.
I think I did one of these ones. Like, I had, like, someone, I did, like, I put my lips over it, and I went,
I remember
Okay.
the first time I ever saw it, I was like, what? And they're like, it's purple salad. And I was like, there's marshmallows in it.
marshmallows, cabbage, and mayonnaise.
Oh,
Hey.
fuck yourself.
Hey,
He's not making that up. That's legit. Some of the ingredients, I'm assuming.
there has to be another one that kind of bridges it, because I don't know where that came from. I think he must have went to college, right? He went to college. He was baked in his dorm, and he just like, dude, oh man,
He
you
says-
marshmallows, some cabbage.
He said it was a family recipe.
Bullshit. Yeah,
I can't
You know,
imagine
says
what the
that-
fourth thing is.
I wish.
You know what?
Oh man, I wish there's photos or something that we could throw into the group chat right now so you could look at it, because it was.
The explanation isn't enough for me.
And like there had to be
Yeah.
more. There had to be more to it, because the cabbage was almost broken down, and like
Yeah.
It wasn't
even
like
even the
cabbage.
marshmallow was like, you knew it was a marshmallow because it kind of looks like marshmallows melted inside of Rice Krispie treats.
Caramelized marshmallow.
No, not caramelized. Just
Like
like
stringy.
Bubbly.
Yeah.
That's bubble that happens.
Yeah. So it looks like, it looked like half a melted snowman. Just kind of floating around a sea of purple mayonnaise and whatever else was in it. And there was members of the family who were like, Jeff's making the purple salad, right? Like, why?
It's almost like a table dressing. Like, it's all it's there for. You got like a bouquet of flowers because no one touched it.
That's not
except
true.
Jeff.
No, it's not true because it was either Nanny or Poppy ate that shit.
They must have had COVID long before COVID and not tasted it. Gross.
It's horrendous. Okay, my last one is it builds off of Justin's. Is Emery in the room?
No.
Okay, good, because I want to talk about the way we handle Santa as a whole in society. Yeah. Not just in malls and at shitty bake sales. Just the idea that he's become a tool for punishment when he could so easily just be a tool for inspiration. Like, doesn't even have to exist anymore. He could have just been a guy who gave gifts to kids because he loved Jesus, blah, blah, blah. No. He's now a phantom that watches over you. He's Big Brother, but at the end of the year you get toys if you don't fuck around. And it doesn't take long for you to realize that, I've fucked around and I still got toys. There's something fishy here.
Yeah, that's what all the other bad Christmas entities are for. Hashtag
swept under the rug.
Bring back Krampus.
We'll hear about some of them later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did I ever tell you guys when I found out Santa wasn't real in 4th grade? Like a fucking loser. Like a fucking loser. These boys are sitting in the 4th grade. What are you there, 10, 11?
No, but I don't understand why that got a laugh. I was only in 3rd grade.
No, it's not the 4th grade that got a laugh. It's when he's like a fucking loser. That's got what the chuckle.
Because it was a loser. And Kyle, you already said 3rd grade, which means you had a year on me, and I was trotting around like a little asshole, like, Santa's gonna come to town, and I'm sitting in the cafeteria, it's December, and all these kids are like talking shit about what they want for Christmas, and they're like, do you remember when she believed there was Santa? And everyone's going to like, when did you find out? And I was like, I've always known. Fucking sad day in my life.
That could have been a worse situation. You could have come in there like you were bushwhacking your way in. Santa. You could have been professing your love for Santa, and they all turn and look at you like the jukebox that doesn't exist in the school stops. Everyone turns and looks at you like, you fucking baby.
Bro,
you're like, it's just bullshit, right? Yeah, bullshit.
Well, I was a crier, too. I'm surprised I didn't cry that day. So I actually called my mom when I got home. I kept my composure. I rolled with the punches, and I was like, motherfucker. Then who the fuck gets all those goddamn toys? I was totally taken back. And she's like, yeah.
Jigs up.
Sorry.
My mom, to this day, won't admit it.
Something adorable about that.
There's the magic right there. That's why the fire trucks still come around town.
All right, Kyle.
All right, so quickly, my first two were eggnog and caroling, so those two got checked off. My third one, ugly sweaters.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Mostly because, I don't hate the idea of an ugly sweater, but the idea of an ugly sweater party is never really an ugly sweater party. Because at least 75% of the people that go to an ugly sweater party don't bring an ugly sweater. They either bring a sweater, they either bring a sweater that relates to pop culture, or they bring a cutesy sweater. Almost all of them aren't really ugly. So what's even the point?
Nope, there's one.
The whole concept has been co-opted.
Yeah.
I have one the 22nd. I'm just going to show up whenever I feel like.
You know what would be great? If you had the ability to just put the host of the party's face.
Just wear a shirt that says ugly sweater.
Like a tuxedo t-shirt.
I'd drum someone else's party for that. That's not even trying. That's trying and not trying at the same time.
I have a t-shirt that's like an ugly sweater. I can't, dude, I would die. And one of those things. I look at sweaters and they make me sweaty.
Yeah, I don't do sweaters.
And get an ugly tank top.
That's nice too. That's nice too. But to Kyle's point, it's like a whole niche market too. Like Christmas time, they sell for like $25, $30 a pop, and then outside the season, you get it for like $10.
Go to Spencer's if they're still in the mall by you. And as soon as you walk in this time of year, there's an entire wall of ugly sweaters that's like, to Kyle's point, Rick and Morty, a handful of anime ones, the classic movies like Christmas Story, Vacation, handful of them. Yeah, it is totally an industry. And they're fake ugly. They're like designed well to look ugly. They all got lights in them and shit too. That's why they're like $70.
Kyle,
Yeah, fuck them.
I always figured you were a caroling person.
I don't know, man. I think it's pretty annoying, but also, no one really does it anymore. So,
Like you would drum it up. Like you would try and put together a team.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Think of the goal to walk around the neighborhood, knocking on doors, and you see them at your neighbors, and you're like, oh, fuck, they're gonna knock on my fucking door.
If I get to wear the top hat and the whole Victorian clothes, I'm in.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
I'm singing right now.
Is the You gonna sing?
Yeah, I would.
Let's hit some notes, Joe. Give me
Right now.
something.
I got a little frog in my
Wait,
throat.
does this count? It does.
What?
This doesn't count as caroling.
Well, no, this isn't caroling.
do this?
I need
Joe,
the like.
no,
Yeah, I need the.
he'd have to go to a neighbor's house.
You need a group to be drowned out with.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you
I
have
need,
to
I
knock,
need a group.
or you just start singing outside and they come to the door. Is that the knock?
I've seen both.
I think you start, and then someone knocks when everyone kind of gets in rhythm. Because everyone's like, what the fuck is that? And all of a sudden, knock, knock.
Once the dog starts barking.
Yeah.
I don't know what would be worse. To just hear the slow build of people singing as they approach my front door while I'm just sitting in my living room with my kids, or getting a knock on the front door with no one singing and opening the front door just to see a group of strangers standing there like it's the beginning of a horror movie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know which one would. I don't know which one would make me angrier.
What was that? Was it Ethan Hawke when the people were just like outside his house?
That's
What,
the
the
purge.
Purge?
Was it the first one, right? It was low budget.
Yeah.
The guy with the
Yeah.
blonde hair.
The Strangers.
That's what I'm thinking.
That one's
Yeah.
fucked up too. Yeah.
That wasn't Luke Wilson, right? That was what's her name?
Scott Speed.
Oh, and it was Scott Speedman and Liv Tyler. Boom. Question answered.
All right, next up, pick a Christmas movie or special that you'd swap the main character out for each member of the group. I will go first. I'm going to swap the Grinch out with Mike. I'm going to swap Buddy the Elf out for Joe. I'm swapping Gonzo out in A Muppet Christmas Carol for myself. Swapping Tim Allen out for Kyle in the Santa Claus. And I'm swapping out the obnoxious child on the Polar Express for Vin. Joe, go ahead.
I put everybody in A Christmas Carol.
Yeah, I did it that way.
It's fine.
Well, based on our chat the other day, Vinny, I put you as Scrooge.
Oh, why?
Because you were so anti-Christmas the other day.
No, I'm pro Christmas now. That was weeks ago, bro.
I am like
Joe
when
held-
I wrote this, you were anti,
Joe
but the
held on
Christmas
to it.
spirit has touched you now. Just point out a doll where it touched you. Justin, you would have been the Ghost of Christmas Past.
Okay.
Kyle, you would have been present. Mike, I made you Jacob Marley.
Nice. Is it the goatee? The goatee's pretty Marley. He's such a Marley right now. Yeah, perfect.
And of course, I'd be Tiny Tim.
You said it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Who's Kyle?
What?
Who was Kyle?
Let's go to Christmas
Oh,
present.
Kyle, yeah, he was present.
That's fitting. Vinny.
Okay. Justin would be the Penguin from Batman Returns. I would be Lieutenant John Murtaugh. No. John McClane, my bad. Mike and Kyle are Murtaugh and Riggs.
Which
Joe,
was
I feel like Kyle is Riggs because his hair's lighter. And I feel like you would be more prone to Sam Tool for the shit.
He's the one with the family.
Well, no,
Family
actually, I
crazy
reverse that. Kyle's got kids.
Yeah.
Good call. And then Sweet Joe. Oh boy, Hermes the elf from Claymation. You want to be the dentist because you're a psycho.
Yeah. Are we psycho dentist?
The only blonde-haired elf.
They had to make him stand out.
I figured your kind of bullshit was coming. That's fine.
What?
They're not Christmas movies. Kyle, go ahead.
So I'm swapping Mike out in Scrooged. I'm swapping Joe out in Christmas Vacation.
It's not bad. That's fairly.
I'm swapping
fairly one-time.
Justin out in Bad Santa.
That's rude.
And Vinny and I together, I'm swapping out as Laurel and Hardy in Babes in Toyland.
Ooh,
Wow.
good pull.
That's a good one.
I started watching that the other day. It's free on YouTube if anyone's
Yes.
in the mood.
You know, when I was a kid, my dad told me it was his favorite movie, and I really thought he was full of shit even as a kid. I thought he was just fucking with me. He maintains, even to his grandkids now, that is his favorite movie. Well, that it was his favorite movie as a kid. And I can't
on
fucking
Prime.
get it.
The Disney
Christmas
version is creepy.
Yeah, the one with Laurel and Hardy, right? The one where Mickey shows up for like 5 seconds and
it
imps
was
around.
Annette and Tom Thumb and that
I
one.
watched that a lot as a kid. My
Bradley
grandparents on my
Whiplash.
mom's side had that, so it was fucking weird. It was a very
The
big
Laurel-
set it was on. The
Yeah.
Laurel and Hardy one.
The Laurel and Hardy one is way better.
I mean, I just picture me and Vinny doing like a combination of scenes from that movie. It's just like amazing. Like the scene when they're with the toy maker, and Oliver Hardy's like, the toy maker and I are just like this. And then the timing of Stan Laurel after they get fired. Well, I guess you're not like this. And then at the end,
Got
and
to
then
remember this.
Yeah.
And then at the end, where Hardy puts Laurel inside the present box, or no, Hardy's in the present box, but then Laurel goes and is the bride at the wedding. All
I
of
want
it.
to try and reenact some of this next year. It's way too late right now. We have to watch Babes in Toyland sometime throughout the year, and
Yeah, but
even
all,
if they're shitty reenactments with no set dressing, I kind of want to see these remade.
We gotta work on the Laurel and Hardy impression, the Stan Laurel face.
Hey, Mike.
Nah.
I don't know if anybody else is getting it, but your headphones do not sound fantastic.
It have to be like that, or is it just I'm not speaking up enough?
That is a million times better.
Yeah, it's better.
I thought it was me on my end with my internet. I feel like my internet's shoddy as shit.
I thought that too, but as soon as because once you stopped talking and everybody else was fine, I waited. Mike just on his own started talking, and then you could hear it. So I don't know if like having it halfway off your ear was throwing off the microphone or whatever. Or...
It's a very small speaker hole, and I think it's right down at the bottom. So if it's not facing the mouth, it's not the best design headphones.
FYI, I've never seen that movie.
Babes in Toyland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just ruined 3 major plot points for you, so.
I already forgot what you said.
Exactly.
Other things that happen in it, Little Bo Peep loses her sheep, and the bogeymen come to visit.
Mm-hmm.
And
there are
Wooden
soldiers.
Soldiers March.
Yeah.
Yeah. My turn?
I believe so.
Okay. I'm not the only person that switched me out for Francis Xavier Cross and Scrooge. Thank you, Kyle. Thought I'm the same. For Justin, I picked Gus, the Dennis Leary character from The Ref. I was going to give that to myself, but...
I appreciate that.
Kyle would be Buddy the Elf. Vinny, I'd have to say Jack Skellington, because that's a Christmas movie. And Joe, not the only person who thinks he'd be a great Hermie.
Wow. Poor Joe.
We were.
A lot of overlap today.
I'm a dentist.
At least you're independent. It's not the song, Joe. It's not the song.
Yeah.
Could you picture Hermes in Little Shop of Horrors as the Steve Martin dentist?
Yeah.
I'll be a dentist.
You know what?
A success.
Maybe that's how we write him for our Rudolph next year.
Good call. Do I have notes for this thing still? Yes, I do.
Top 3 worst Christmas songs of all time. Let's start with Joe, since he's got 4.
Dominic the Donkey. Fuck that.
Fuck you.
I hate that song. Hippopotamus for Christmas.
I love
that
for Christmas.
The Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You. And there's a new one. Whatever that Cher song is needs to die.
That's rough.
All right, well, Joe, you're 1 for 4. Congratulations.
All right, Michael.
Okay. That stupid, shitty British Father Christmas song. I really don't like that one. Father Christmas, give us some. Yeah.
Give us some money.
What?
Fake punk and kiss my ass.
Fake punk?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that the Who?
Is that the Who? I'm pretty sure that's not the Who.
I don't think so.
It's not the Who.
Or the Kinks?
I think it
might be the Kinks. I have no allegiance to the Kinks, so I'm not worried about them. No, maybe it's because I was sitting down and it was covering up the mic. I gotta try and sit up. All right. I'm gonna jump on the All I Want for Christmas Is You bandwagon because
the Kinks.
It is the Kinks.
Yeah.
Thanks,
I
Ken.
feel very confident.
That's a good song. It's just so overplayed, it's bad.
Yes, that builds up the hatred.
Fozzy did a cover of it like 2 years ago.
Did
he?
Ah!
No, like
the other Fozzy?
Jericho's band.
All I Want for Christmas Is You. I listened to that version.
Yeah, me too.
Fozzy the Bear?
Yeah. Anything from Polar Express. Doesn't even need to be music. That's horrible. Yes, it's a horrendous movie.
No, that answer's horrible.
That answer's accurate and from the heart.
I can't wait till you guys hear mine, because they're actually bad.
Vinny.
Named on mine. I'll switch one out, the donkey one, because I meant this one. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. The most happy celebration of death by deer one could hear.
It's true.
And it's a Christmas song, but it's also kind of psychotic to sing about it.
Grandma got drunk and got ran over by a reindeer.
Yeah. It's like, you ever hear that song, Pumped Up Kicks?
Yeah.
It sounds fine. It sounds like a fine song. And then you listen to the words, you're like, what?
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't believe that we're using Pumped Up Kicks to...
Yeah, that's my comparison. And then my other two are All I Want for Christmas Is You, Overplayed, Stinks, Battery of the Years. And, what the fuck was my other one? Joe, what were your three?
Hippopotamus for Christmas.
The Hippopotamus. That kid's an asshole.
I agree.
Sorry.
I like the hippopotamus song.
Well, that was a bad moment. You said that kid's an asshole.
Totally vinned.
But what's that kid's dad do that he can just willy-nilly sing and write a song about it?
One, it's a little girl.
Oh, she deserved to get dropped by her mother.
How do you know she wasn't?
Probably was.
Yeah.
Right on the head.
They go, oh, what do you want? Come here.
Well, I mean, it could have been a stuffed hippopotamus. She wasn't, like, super specific.
You knew what she meant.
I know.
Well, how does the song go? Does she say anything about it eating and shitting a bunch in the water?
Yeah, but it's a child, you know?
So she wants a real hippo. She has no idea of the danger she wants to invite into her life.
I know.
She's a dumb kid.
Yeah. And
They're
her
cute when
dad
they're
goes,
babies.
all right, now, Trudy, maybe next year, not this year.
It's Veruca Salt. It's Veruca Salt's dad. He'll buy her anything. He'll get her a hippo, and he'll take one of his factories and turn it into a giant pen for it.
All right, how much you want for the hippo?
All right, Wonka. How much for the hippo?
Fuck you, wanker.
Give it here.
I'll go, Wonka.
For my three, Last Christmas by Wham.
I still haven't heard that yet this year.
It's quite possibly, don't shake your head, Kyle, is the most depressing Christmas song besides fucking Christmas Shoes.
Christmas Shoes should have been on my list.
Yeah.
Actually, it is a sad song.
Last Christmas is depressing, and fuck it. 2, Dominic the Donkey, because it's racist. And 3, Do They Know It's Christmas, because they're talking about Africa, and no, they really don't, because it's not what they celebrate.
Well, I'm pretty sure they know it's Christmas, they just don't give two sloppy shits.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, but that song's ballin', right? That song sounds really
no,
good.
it's not. That song sucks. It's Christmas time.
And there's no snow in Africa.
So I like that you guys all picked
White
like
Guilt
the worst
Christmas
Christmas songs that are on regular rotation at radio stations.
Of course.
That's how they become
I
worse.
picked the 3 actual worst Christmas songs I've ever heard. That all 3 of them are so bad that they are all not in regular rotation for radio stations.
It's good to get variety.
So, I don't know if you've ever heard the version of Last Christmas by Crazy Frog.
Yes.
I have no fucking clue who Crazy Frog is.
It's they did the Axel Foley techno song.
Yeah, that.
Oh, so they're the tracers of music.
Yeah.
Bon Jovi's Backdoor Santa.
Whoa.
Yes.
Wait, you've never heard that song?
That is a bad song.
No.
And also New Kids on the Block's Funky Funky Xmas. So,
No, I
fuck
probably heard
all
that back
of
then.
you guys for picking perfectly fine
They're
Christmas
not
songs.
perfectly fine Christmas
No.
songs.
We don't
All
like
of the
them,
other songs
therefore.
are perfectly fine. Compared to the
Cher
3
song?
that I said, none of you said a single song worse than the 3 that I said.
Did you hear the Cher song?
Oh, actually, you know what, Joe? You're right. I said you got 1 out of 4.
Yeah. That Cher song is pretty bad.
Yeah, it's awful.
What
Sorry,
is
I've
one
got
of your
that one.
favorite underrated holiday specials? I'll go first. Will Vinton's Claymation Christmas.
Yep. I should have said that.
I used to own it on DVD, and I lent it to someone, and I don't remember who, but they lost it. And
What was it? I missed it.
Will Vinton's Claymation Christmas. It was the California Raisins.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. I used to have that recorded. I don't know where.
Yeah.
We lost the VHS, I think.
Oh my goodness.
Great Christmas special. All right. Kyle.
Garfield Christmas.
Just watched that the other day. It's on Peacock.
Yes, that is streaming.
It's on Peacock.
Yes.
Yeah, we did pull it up on the cock.
Yep.
Didn't get too far into it, though. What do you want to go next? Who's doing this next?
My pen died.
I'll go next.
Go ahead, Vin.
I don't know the name of it, but the Heat Miser one with the Snow Miser.
Year Without a Santa Claus.
Year Without a Santa Claus. I only seen it like once
You think it's underrated, though?
because I've only seen it once. I want to see it again.
It's wonderful. It's the must watch every year at our house.
Right, but is it underrated?
For me, in my walk of life,
I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to the rest of the group now.
oh,
It's not a personal classic, but I know it ranks amongst. Yeah, see that? It Baskin ranks among. There we go. Wordplay. But it's low tier classic.
Yes.
Like of all those stop motions,
Right.
Yes.
I didn't see it until I was an adult, so like it
Really?
didn't really matter to me. Yeah.
I would agree it's underrated.
but
I
it's
don't
in
know.
Batman and Robin.
I don't know if it's. I
I,
think it's got enough love. It has merch and shit. They have figures. There's Funko Pops. Like I can't say it's underrated. I feel it gets enough love. Rated for sure. I don't think it's overrated.
it's rated.
It's definitely rated.
It's rated at this point.
Well, I think it's underrated.
Joseph.
The Rugrats Hanukkah special.
Yo, for real.
Yes. The Maccabees.
Yeah.
That one is very underrated.
Yeah, that's a good one for sure.
Tells us who better to tell the story of Hanukkah than a bunch of talking babies.
Definitely not my demographic. I was right after that show.
Yeah. You would. That wasn't your time.
Not even a little.
That leaves Kyle, correct?
No, I didn't do mine yet either.
Oh, okay. Then.
I went.
Oh, you did go. Why did I think I left you
Yeah.
last for that one? All right.
I
Michael.
said Garfield. That was second.
That's right. Mike.
So it is just me.
Yeah.
Since Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas is now rated, it's definitely not underrated anymore. It's
Right.
back on people's radar.
Yeah.
I've brought this one up in the past. No one knows about it. Well, you guys might remember me bringing it up, but no one out there seems to remember it. Most people don't even remember the character Ziggy. But there was a Ziggy animated Christmas special.
You have brought
And
it
it is. I have brought it up because my grandfather had it on tape. One of a handful of things. He had that and the Pac-Man Christmas special on the same tape back in the day.
Pac-Man
And we
Christmas
would
specials
watch-
on Tubi.
I wonder if Ziggy's up there. Anyway, no, I actually think that's on YouTube. Split up
Yes,
into a
it
few
is on
different
YouTube. I
pieces.
just Googled it.
Yeah.
Ziggy's Gift.
Ziggy's Gift, that's right. It's him getting harassed by a cop for like a half hour. Who's this? Who's that? What's going on? Anyway, it's him basically getting harassed by a cop because he's borderline homeless. And then in the end, and we lost Kyle.
And Kyle.
Something to do with a baby, I'm guessing.
Maybe.
And finally, by the end, the cop stops being a douchebag. But it's the story that happens to him. And there's a really, really sad song that plays throughout it that if I even start thinking about it, I could probably cry.
Harry Nielsen did the soundtrack for it.
Who's Harry Nielsen?
He was big in like the
Larry Nilsson's brother.
like the
Big in the Ravens
'70s. What was his claim to fame? Everybody's Talking was his claim to fame in 1970. He did stuff with like Ringo and like the Beatles, like post the Beatles. He was big with them.
That's how Joe knows.
That's why your dick got hard?
That's how I know him.
Okay.
The camera moved a little bit. So I'll explain that.
Next one.
Should we? All right, next question. Pick a holiday spirit or creature that would best fit each member of the group.
It's kind of a weird one.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Vin, you would be Jack Frost.
The murderer one or the cool one, like the nice one?
Just
Michael Keaton.
bring in winter
Michael
time. Bring in winter time, kind of. That one,
Nice. Okay.
not the shitty horror movie.
Hey, thank you.
Kyle,
The
I
good
would,
Santa movie.
I would make you Santa Claus. I would make myself Belschnickel. For those of you that are unaware
All of us.
of who Belschnickel is, he arrives 2 weeks before Christmas wearing rags. He warns the naughty children to behave and rewards the good ones with sweets. Joe would be the
He
lieutenant.
drives a van with no windows.
No van. Joe would be the Lutins, a type of festive hobgoblin. Although part of French folklore, Lutins are also present in Lapland to help Père Noël. Michael would be the Tomten, a Scandinavian myth. Similar looking to a garden gnome, it's the protector of each household. It has a temper though, so leave food out for it on Christmas Eve.
Where did you search for these? Because I put in Christmas creatures and I got nothing.
Yeah, that's what
I want to go next.
That's what I googled, bro.
I want to go next. Mostly because I have the same ones for Mike and Justin, but flipped. So Michael would be the spirit that comes along and warns the bad children, but rewards the good ones. And Justin is the angry gnome who stands guard outside a house.
It's fine.
I gave myself Karen Kolos, which is the equivalent of basically a Christmas Bigfoot. Vinny, I also gave Jack Frost. And Joe is Hanukkah Harry.
Yeah.
Nice.
On Herschel. On Shlomo.
Never heard of it.
Vin, what do you got?
Well, I would be Santa. Justin would be Rudolph. You have to lead my sleigh. You must guide my sleigh.
Mm-hmm.
Mike would be my Bernard.
A Polar Express reference?
No, it's the
Santa Claus.
Yeah.
It's not half as bad.
You're the head elf. Joe, you could be Prancer or some shit. You're Mrs. Claus. And
I'm Mrs. Claus?
Together. It's not.
Great.
Joe.
All right. Mike, you are Foxy. Justin, you're Rabbity. Kyle, you're Barry. Vinny is Raccoony. And I am Chickadee.
Good job.
We're the Woodling
okay.
Critters. We're gonna have a special
okay.
Christmas and bring up the Dark Lord, our Savior, the Antichrist.
Blood orgy.
Blood orgy!
Good pull.
Blood orgy!
Good pull.
All right, Joe.
Don't let my eyes
Jason?
turn red.
No, nobody's porcupiney.
Yet.
Yeah.
That leaves
Just
Mike?
me? Everybody else
just
go?
Mike. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was struggling. I couldn't find any really interesting international ones, so I hopped out and did A Christmas Carol. Of course, I'm Scrooge. I gave Vinny Jacob Marley. Kyle is, out of every one of us, definitely the Ghost of Christmas Present. He just exudes every version of the Ghost of Christmas Present. Justin would be the Ghost of Christmas Future. And Joe is Hanukkah Zombie. Wait.
What?
Maybe he's from something else.
All right, next, pick the perfect gift for each member of the group from fiction, a work of fiction.
Very proud of mine here.
Let's start off with you then, Michael.
Okay. For Justin, I would have a room of requirement built onto your house.
Nice.
Ooh, that is excellent.
What's that?
For Kyle,
I'd appreciate that.
It's a room in the Harry Potter verse that pretty much anything you need is in there. You can do whatever you need to prepare in there. Joe, I'd book you a week-long vacation in the Shire.
Oh, thank you.
Wait, shit, did I say Joe? I meant Kyle. Joe, you get a replicator.
Ooh, yeah.
Whoa.
Take it.
Dude, yeah, in a heartbeat.
Yeah. I don't know why I said that. I was fucked up. But yeah, Kyle, you could go to the Shire for a week.
Appreciate you.
And Vinny, I would get you the brick that was at the bottom of the stack that Frank Dukes broke.
Wow.
Dude, nice.
Yeah.
That's great.
That was definitely from a fictional story.
No, that's actually based on a true story. You have to change your answer.
Kyle.
Okay. I'm getting Mike a working lightsaber. A real working lightsaber. I'm getting
The
Justin.
only person who said that.
I'm getting Justin an anywhere key. I'm getting Vinny the Triforce of Courage. And I'm getting Joe a tricorder.
Thank
Wow,
you.
you're gonna have your own starship by the time you're done with this.
Vinny.
Okay. So, I actually got Joe a lightsaber because I know he's talked about Kyber crystals all the time. Mike, I got you a Heffalump from Winnie the Pooh. It was his little elephant friend.
I know what a Heffalump is. I'm searching for the why.
Oh, you have a little comrade.
Okay. A little comrade?
I can't laugh because
I
he's
don't
asleep
need-
on me.
Kyle, I got you a DeLorean because I feel like you have to be at a lot of places alive with this way you can cover time.
The fact that you didn't flip mine and Mike's is amazing to me.
Well, the thing is,
You got kids.
we can all share.
You guys
And
know
also,
what Heffalump?
Justin's gift to go with his anywhere key. He has Baggin' Saggin' Barry's pants. So not only can he go anywhere, but he can get anything he wants if he thinks real hard. And then I got Rick's portal gun.
Oh. You did give yourself a gift.
I also gave myself a present.
I didn't give myself.
Well, I gave myself a lantern ring. So
The season of giving.
All right. Joe, go ahead.
I went Oprah on this one, so I gave everybody a vehicle. Mike, I gave you the TARDIS.
Thank you. That's pretty much everything. Anything you could ever want.
Justin, I gave you the DeLorean.
Nice.
Kyle, I gave you the train from Back to the Future 3.
that's random, but I'll take it.
That's an upgrade.
Well, that's it. Oh. Vinny, I gave you the Batmobile.
Why?
Which one?
Whichever one you want. It's your pick.
Schumacher.
Yeah, give him the Anton first one.
Even the one from the 40s. Basically just Studebaker.
I would obviously go with Robert Pattinson's because it's the coolest one.
Yeah, the muscle
You
car.
didn't want to. If you didn't want a tumbler, I don't know what's wrong with you.
Yeah,
No, I definitely want the tumbler.
Joe, you didn't buy yourself a present?
No, I didn't. Oh, well, if going in the
Giving.
yeah, I can't say what I would buy myself then.
Ah, I see.
Uh-huh.
I got myself a present. Mike, I got Stark Nanotech.
Wow. If I had Stark Nanotech in the TARDIS,
Oh man.
Joe, I got you a sonic screwdriver.
Ooh. Whose?
Your choice.
Ooh. I kind of want the new one. Not 15s, but 14s.
Kyle's getting the Elder Wand.
Why?
So
I can die?
Because you're quite possibly the only person I trust with that amount of power.
Yeah, but I got a big mouth. It's not lasting with me for long.
You didn't win it, so it's not going to try and, like, you couldn't use it well, so you wouldn't start to use it.
So, first I got Vinny Mjolnir, but he's not worthy.
Yes, I am. Go ahead.
So, instead I got him the dude's rug. Because it really ties the room together.
I'll tell you what. I love my Megan's rug. Thank you.
And I got myself the Death Note.
No.
No.
You got a what?
The Death Note.
He has control over life and death.
Yeah.
And some people in this world shouldn't have control over life and death.
If you add up Justin's gifts thus far, the Anywhere Key, Bag and Sag and Perry's Pants, and the Death Note, you're a fucking supervillain. We have to take you down.
What you gonna do, you know? Alright, if
you can hide in the room of requirement. This is not good.
Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. If you can go back in time and watch yourself at any point in your life at a Christmas, what year would it be? What's the age we're looking at? I said 10-year-old Justin. I think that was like peak Christmas time. 10-year-old Justin.
Great before you find out.
Yeah. Old enough to get the cool gifts and still have the magic of everything. Pravda?
I don't remember the age I was at. I was fairly young. Whatever year I got the Proton Pack.
Yeah, it would be young.
It's a freaking Proton Pack.
Very seminal childhood moment.
Mm-hmm.
You got yourself a new pen, huh?
Yeah, man. Kyle?
I have the year. I'm going back to 1996. It was the year that I got the kind of like the triple play. It was the pinball machine, skee ball machine, basketball, and you could play up to 4 people in it. And that was I love that. I used to play it like every single day.
It's still in your basement.
It was also my last year as a true believer, because like not long after that is when I found out. It was like. It may have been the day after that Christmas that I found out. Because I had to not tell Crystal for like a couple years. And it started like right after Christmas. But it was it also just happened to be the last Christmas where we lived with Grandma and Grandpa before we moved to Barnegat. So it would be me, the oldest I ever was, doing Christmas in that house, like waking up Christmas morning in that house.
I would say 96 as well, because that's the last year I knew Santa was real.
I knew Santa was real.
He's still real.
He's real if you understand the symbolism behind it. But I don't know if you guys are ready for that.
The symbology?
Not tonight.
A lot of Sith qualities coming from a couple people up in here.
Oh, stop it. Michael.
It was either 1989, I believe was the year, because that's when my mom and I painted the window in the front of our house. We did a nice big Christmas mural. I think I have pictures of that somewhere. Either that year, for like, pretty much the same reason you guys have been saying too. That was right around the time I started to realize what the score was. So the magic was fading. But that was a really great moment, like a fun project to do with my mom. But on the spoiled kid side, it would have to be 91 or 92 whichever year I got my Genesis.
Oh,
Genesis with Sonic the Hedgehog was probably the epitome of Christmas toys. All time for me. Can't think of one that was cooler. It was that, and I have a shitload of games from my stepdad's mom, my grandma Rose. She was the kind of person who just told you to write down stuff on the list, and it didn't matter how much stuff you wrote down, you got all of it. So I started to feel guilty after a few years, and just like, all right, yeah, the $200 worth of stuff. There we go. You got to put more on there. Oh wow, really?
Don't twist my arm.
This isn't going to mess with my mind at all. But here, sure, here's another $200 worth of stuff. They're good times, though.
All right, it's time to end this festive thing. With
Gathering?
it's I mean, sure.
Technically accurate.
Yeah.
We're nothing if not technical.
Oh, we know.
We know.
We know. And it's time to add "you piece of shit" to your favorite line of dialogue from any Christmas special or movie that has a special place in your heart. I'll start first. Bye, buddy. I hope you find your dad, you piece of shit.
thanks, Mr. Narwhal.
Go ahead, Joe.
There are people who are having trouble making their miracle happen.
No,
There are
not the
people
whole
who don't
thing.
have enough to eat. There are people who are cold. You can go out and say hello to these people. You can take out an old blanket out of the closet and go to them and say, here. You can make them a sandwich and say, oh, by the way, here, you piece of shit.
Bravo.
Yeah. Good. That was a much longer speech. I'm happy you truncated it.
Yes, it was.
Vin.
You gotta admit, I played this stinking city like a harp from hell, you piece of shit. Did you get that?
Oh, we got it all. We know exactly where that came from.
Kyler.
I want ballet slippers, you piece of shit.
There's something funny about that. Santa Claus.
Is it? No, okay.
It's the little girl at the soccer game.
Michael.
You're sitting on a throne of lies, you piece of shit.
Thanks, but I'm seeing someone in rapping, you piece of shit.
Nice.
Joseph.
Well, considering we have lost communication with the engineer and are standing totally exposed in the front of the locomotive, and the train seems to be accelerating uncontrollably, not to mention we're heading towards Glacier Gulch, which seems to be the steepest downhill grade in the world, I suggest we hold on tightly, you piece of shit!
Nice.
I'm upset that I know what that is.
I'm shocked that you know what that is.
It's fucking obvious what that one is.
Polar Express?
Yeah.
We watched it without Mike this year, just to save him from the...
Yeah.
But here
I'm
we
not in
are.
the mood to watch that movie for some certain reason.
Vin, go ahead.
Come up to the coast, we'll get together, have a few laughs, you piece of shit.
Kyle.
I see a thing.
Oh, fuck. Which one do I want to say? Is that a polar bear directing traffic, piece of shit?
I don't remember.
Santa Claus.
Okay, that's why I don't remember. I think, okay.
Michael.
You can go over there too. Okay. You piece of shit give up, or you thirsty for more? Not having it at the end every time.
Well, I
Nice.
liked it in the beginning.
Thank you.
Last one. I never thought it was such a bad little tree. It's not bad at all, really. Maybe it just needs a little love, you piece of shit.
Good one.
I think we all know which one that came from. It's a very specific special.
Joe.
Don't you got any Christmas music? This is Christmas music, you piece of shit. Die Hard. Christmas in the Hollis. Yeah. Christmas movie.
Nice. I like the cut of your jib.
It's spreading.
Did I?
Yeah, both of your dicks are going to fall off on Christmas morning.
Well, what do you want to hear, man? Do you want to hear that sometimes I think about eating a bullet? Huh? Well, I do. I even got a special bullet for the occasion with a hollow point. Look, make sure it blows the back of my goddamn head out and do the job right. Every single day I wake up and I think of no reason not to do it every single day. You know why you don't do it? This is going to make you laugh. You know why I didn't do it? The job. Doing the job. Now that's the reason, you piece of shit.
It fits well in the sentence, at the very least.
Yeah, it does.
Kyle.
Better fix that hole in your pocket, you piece of shit.
Mike.
Surprise, Eddie? If I woke up tomorrow with my head sewed to the carpet, I wouldn't be any more surprised than I am right now, you piece of shit.
Well, that's it for a very merry weekend. And just like any of our actual family gatherings, there was arguing. So, that's the show.
That's right.
Okay. As always, if you like what you hear, you can like us on Facebook.com/Nerdities. Follow us on Twitter @Nerdities. Email us at nerdities@gmail.com and check out nerdities.com.
While you're there, festively go fuck yourself. And then head on over to nerdities.myspreadshop.com to buy stuff from us with your Christmas monies, like hoodies and onesies, socks, not underwear, aprons, throw pillows, mugs, reusable water bottles, t-shirts, all available. Go to Sinful Creations by Justin, CINNFUL, creationsbyjustin.com, and order sweet treats. We have vegan stuff and gluten-free stuff, and I'll lie and say it's kosher if that's going to get you to spend your money. Just kidding, I'll have Joe come and bless it. It'll be fine.
Chaim.
Yeah.
It's more than that, but okay.
Check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/nerdities. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell when to get notified when new content is coming, because a whole lot of new content is coming, including our next live show on December 19th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You Q&A with us, ask us questions, interact. It'll be fun. Thank you for all the subscribers. Keep subscribing. You can listen to the podcast now on YouTube Music. Also, we have movies, shows, shorts, ports, courts, torts, all in the works. Give us a budget for it. Remember, nerdities@gmail.com. We'll croon, we'll swoon. We'll talk about your business and or festive product.
I can make a mean chocolate tort.
Torts is good.
Oh, good. He wasn't just saying random words.
No, he wasn't.
It's good to know.
It was a real word.
Okay. The opinions of the Nerdies crew are idiotic and poorly thought by the way next week's will be far more insulting. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ho, ho, ho.
And why should I care?
Dry